What's going on, everybody, man? This is Dr. Corey J. Just pressing play, man, and I'm talking unscripted, man. God is amazing, man. He did another one, man. And just before I get into why I'm on here and what I'm going to talk about, man, just give you a real quick history lesson. Growing up, man, we didn't have much, man. I think from the time that I started school to the time I graduated, I might have lived in every housing project in Lakeland, if not all of them, most of them. I lived in Washington Park, which they called the Bricks, Lake Ridge. I lived in Citrus Garden, lived in Dakota Park, man, everywhere. And not just the projects, but other houses. My mom, great grandma, they was just doing the best they could, man. But it was what it was. And so it was never really stable for me growing up. And so one thing I used to tell myself is once I got, able to take care of myself, I got grown and became an adult, that I was going to always make sure, man, I want a house. I want the house. I want somewhere to come home, call my own, not have to worry about if I got to move, not have to worry about stuff like, lights, changing schools, all that kind of stuff. I just wanted some stability, because I didn't have it growing up. And like I say, no fault to my mom, my grandma, great grandma, my dad. It's just how life was, it was tough, right? So, I become an adult, and start working. And when I was with my first wife, we got our first house in Orangewood in Lakeland. And to me, that was a big deal, man. It was a big deal. Get your first house, whatnot. And we end up, selling that house, and we moved to another house on the other side of town, up by Southwest, for y'all that know Lakeland area. And we stayed there until we, till me and her end up, divorcing. And we sold the house. We knew we was gonna sell the house. We wasn't together no more and that kind of stuff. So, it was a while after I sold the house. I fast forward a little bit, and I got with my second wife, and at first we was renting. I was renting a house, and end up getting a house, getting blessed to get a house. It still was God how the house happened. At that time, credit wasn't where it needed to be. It just I should not have qualified for a house, but God saw fit. And the way he saw fit, it was able to happen new construction, right, from the ground up. Able to pick all the stuff out, the cabinets, the floor cover, all the knobs, everything. And man, that was such a accomplishment for me personally, because it was like I was fulfilling something from my childhood. And so was able to get the house, man. Nice house, nice neighborhood, and was living the dream, living the dream. Had a house, had a good job, was married, kids, and just doing, so I thought everything was going like it was supposed to go. But for y'all that know the story, man, you know that things didn't, what I thought was a dream, it turned out to be a nightmare, right? But I didn't know it at the time. I thought that things were how they were supposed to be. Well, when things didn't work out, one thing that I wanted to keep the house, because at this point now it's about legacy, right? It's about me wanting to have something and leave something for CJ, for my kids, for my those come behind me, because I didn't have it. I wasn't in a position to have. My parents couldn't leave it to me, and as a parent, you always want better for your kids, so you want to put them in a position where CJ was going to college at the time. He was up at West Point, about to transfer to Duquesne, so I just wanted him to have something, and even though we hadn't worked out, and things that happened how they happened, and we wasn't together no more. Well, I didn't know the law, right? I didn't think I needed to know the law. Well, y'all know the story. I ended up getting divorced, but me not knowing the law actually hurt me, because essentially the house was taken from me. It was part of the deal that I didn't know about, I didn't agree to, but based off of how the law was written and how you if you got a plan and you can make some stuff happen, which I learned the hard way. But along the way, I went through it, man. I went through it, and I was upset about that. And, the marriage, and all, y'all know the story, how I struggled. I went into a pit, man. I went into, I was in depression. It was a tough time for me, because it was just a tough time with how things happened. But, I had went from having a great job, had a house, had, all this is status accolades. And I know now that I had somehow started to put all that stuff ahead of God, right? I didn't put him first. And so what I know now, I didn't know then, is he had to humble me. He had to take all that stuff away from me. He had to take away my wife, she went and did her thing. He had to take away my house. He didn't take away my job. I resigned from my job, but he still took it away. And all this stuff, all this stuff. And I just left. For y'all that know, I just left and I just started over. But the thing about it was, he, at some way along the way, he told me, if you trust me, I got you. If you trust me, I'm going to give it all back to you. And y'all know I said this before, and I'm going to give it back to you double. I just need you to trust me. Just trust the process. You don't have to understand it. It's not for you to understand. You don't have to try to figure it out. You don't have to try to wonder why. And once I gave up the why, because that hunted me for a while, like why? Why this happened to me? Why she did this? Why this and that? Why my house? Because of how I felt like I didn't deserve all that. And whether I deserved it or not, it happened. I learned bad things happen to good people. And so, but it took me a while to let that why go. But once I did, and once I fully trusted the process, it wasn't easy, right? It wasn't easy. But he started to give me back. And what he told me, y'all, I'm going to give it back to you double now. The stuff that was in your life that you thought was for you and you thought was for life was really only for a season. It was just to teach you some things. It was just to get you in position. And I had to get your attention, because you were sitting there thinking that you had done all that you were supposed to do. And I had so much more for you, but I couldn't get you to see it because you had got complacent. You had got comfortable. You had got satisfied. And so I had to rock your world. I had to shake your world up. And Lord, he did it, y'all. He shook my world. He took all that stuff, man. I had to start brand new from scratch. Whole nother state, whole nother group of people, just everything, bro. I had to learn everything, even my job. And I had been doing that job for 27 years. I had to learn how to do it a whole different way. Still learning. But slowly but surely, y'all, he started giving me some stuff back. He started blessing me, y'all. And I told y'all a little while ago, man, that he was working. I ain't want to say nothing. But y'all, he did a thing today. He did a thing today. And I told y'all that I just always wanted to have a house, somewhere I can call home, I can come to. And that happened in Florida, and it went away. But y'all, today now, and I'm gonna tell you, he just keep blessing me, y'all, and he keep telling me, I got so much for you, but you gotta trust me now. You gotta trust me. And along the way, I started to let worry kind of jump in there a little bit. But he told me this. He said, look now, either you're gonna worry about it or you're gonna trust me. Either you gonna handle it or I'm gonna handle it. We can't both handle it. And so just like I came and got you when you was in that pit, just like I came and got you when you was in that valley, just like when you thought it was just you, when you thought it was nothing left, and when I came and took you out of that, didn't I do it for you then? Yes, sir, you did. So why am I gonna stop doing it now? So Lord, and y'all, through this process, the devil, he got real busy, y'all. He got real busy. But I just kept saying, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I trust you. Lord, I trust you. And so at about 3 o'clock today, y'all, let me show you what he gave me back, y'all. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me do it. Let me give you a better visual. Let me show you. Let me show y'all what's in the background, y'all. Y'all see that, y'all? Y'all see that? Let me show you a little better picture of it. He gave me a house, y'all. He gave me double what he took away, y'all. God don't play by me. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. And Lord, let me tell y'all how God works. The city, y'all wanna know where this house at? This city, it's in the city of Bethlehem. Come on now, y'all. Bethlehem. So man, as I get ready to walk into my new house, I just want to jump on and tell y'all, man, God don't play by me. Everything he took away, he gave it back. He done gave me double house. He took away, gave me double. Y'all know, he gave me double. And he continuing to do it. And I'm just gonna keep sharing it. I ain't boasting, I ain't bragging. He just told me, as I continue to bless you, it is your duty, out here in this cold, because it's cold right now, to share it with others. It's your duty to share it with others. Not because you flexing, but to show people what trusting me and trusting the process looks like. So y'all, as I get ready to go into what God has made, just trust him. Trust him in your process. Trust him. I did. And it's been working out for me great, man. I can't give it to you, but a little bit at a time. It's even more blessings. There's even more blessings. This just is the next one. But this ain't the last one. This ain't even the best one. But boy, it's a good one. He gave me back double, y'all. He gave me a house, y'all. He gave me a house, y'all. It's mine. It's Corey J, man. Dr. Corey J. Y'all stay low key, stay out the way, man. It's Thankful Thursday. I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful and grateful, man. I just pressed play. I didn't even have no words or no script. I'm just talking. And now I'm done talking. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay low key out the way, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.